I'm Jim Stevenson. I'm a composer here in Lake Forest, Illinois. Composer in residence with the Lake Forest Symphony.
Right, this is your third symphony?
Yes,
So
it is.
the first one for orchestra, is that correct?
Correct. My first two symphonies were both for wind ensembles. And then, so this one being called my third, I almost felt like I should call it my first because it's for symphony orchestra, which is how I grew up. You know, that was my passion. I grew up playing in orchestra. So this is a really nice symphony to be able to have the opportunity to compose.
So how did this whole project come about? What was the genesis?
This symphony came about in a rather unique way. I was out at the Cabrillo Contemporary Music Festival in California, and they were doing my violin concerto out there, which we've done here. And it just so happened that one of the composer/conducting teachers that was there was sort of an acquaintance of mine. We didn't really know each other that well, but both being at this festival, we got a chance to know each other. And he taught at the University of Miami. His name is Tom Sleeper, and a wonderful composer, and for reasons I will now say, a wonderful colleague, because he decided that, actually I wrote to him and I said, hey, I feel like I feel like I have a big piece in me. So if you think that University of Miami might be interested in having a new piece, you know, let's talk. And he said, well, yeah, what do you got in mind? And so I suggested my essentially first symphony for orchestra, or my third symphony, and he talked to the powers that be, and it became a reality. So it was purely by chance, being at the same place, getting a chance to hang out, getting to know each other, that led to him having faith in me to write him a new piece.
So thematic material, where did it come from? Did you have different parts of old ideas that you pulled from to put this together, or was this you sat down at a desk and it just divine intervention?
No, that's a great question, because a lot of composers do have sketchbooks and they draw on for these types of things. These are actually all completely new, of the moment ideas. There wasn't anything I stole from somewhere else or found in a sketchbook, or when I say stole from somewhere else, I mean stealing from my own music that I've written elsewhere. Yeah, so no, I wanted this symphony to be completely brand new and all of its own, you know, DNA. And so the piece, the themes are interwoven throughout. I do borrow from myself within the symphony, and you'll hear things in the fourth movement that, you know, Beethoven did this all the time, so you'll hear things in the fourth movement that might steal from the first movement. But yeah, it's all fresh, new material, and the scherzo itself was a monster challenge, and I used Bruckner as my inspiration here. It's like, could I write a huge scherzo that can stand on its own and be 12 minutes of fast music, which for me as a composer is a big challenge. I mean, that's 1,000 measures, you know, it's a lot of notes. And so these are the sort of things when you're writing a symphony, you're like, you know from the beginning it's going to be a huge project, and so you might as well dig deep and go for it. So each movement has sort of that, all right, here we go, this has to be, you know, 9-10 minutes, you better really dig in and develop things, but I love that. So that's what was inspiring about the whole thing.
So now it's your opportunity to get to know us a little better.
To become our friends and ask us questions. So use the links below to your favorite social media platform, and let's get this party rolling.